23 is just the worst number. I'm gonna start this video saying that outright. 23 is just the most horrendously, soul-suckingly degenerate number there could ever possibly be. Unfortunately, I am turning 23 today. Now, mind you, my hatred of the number 23 has nothing to do with getting older. In fact, I've always embraced aging. I wish I could be older than I was. I truly believe that as you get older, you gain incredible experience and wisdom that should be cherished. Unfortunately, time does not bend to my whims or anyone's whims, so we grow older at the pace destiny has set for us. So basically what I'm trying to say is I really just don't like the number 23. It has nothing to do with getting older. I just don't like the number. I'm sure a lot of us have numbers we just don't care for. I mean, everyone has their lucky numbers. Everyone should also have their list of numbers that are either unlucky or they just don't like. 23 is probably near the top of my list. I just don't like it. That being said, I will not allow the number of my age, 23, to burden me this year. I will not mope around about it. Instead, I do actually intend to rally against it, we might say. I intend to make this one of the best years of my life, and there are many circumstances happening right now that will allow me to do that, to say the least. To start this video off, let me just say, I mean, this is an announcement video basically under the guise of a birthday video. You know, you can say happy birthday if you want. You know, thank you, I appreciate it. It is my birthday. I am turning 23, and that's great. But really, I do just want to make a lot of announcements, and I felt that posting it on my birthday would make more sense, at least, than posting it on some other random day, or maybe I could be wrong, but this is basically an announcement video under the guise of a birthday video. But it's also pretty important for me to use this time to make sure I set aside or make clear my goals for the next year, because I think that lends itself to allow me at least to hold myself accountable, and it permits you guys to hold me accountable as well. The first thing I should say is last year was a little tumultuous. I think I need to be upfront about that. I did reach 1,000 subs on this channel here, and that is wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. But through all of that, it took a while for me to figure out the kind of content I wanted to make, and when I finally hit on that, I really drilled into it hard without considering the consequences or the ramifications of it, which ended up in some major burnout and other issues related to mental health and whatnot. But to be entirely clear, I do not at all regret the last year, regret anything I did the last year. I am incredibly happy that I reached 1,000 subs, and I hope in this next year to reach 2,000, maybe 3,000 subs. But I need to be honest with myself. I did work myself a little too hard to the bone there and burnt out. That happened about, well, actually, for the last month, basically, I've been burnt out. I just recently started re-uploading videos and whatnot, and getting back into things. But that leads me to the next main point, which is sort of about the mental health situation. Now, I do not intend at all to bog down this video or bring it down by mentioning depressing topics. I'm merely stating this as fact so that I can launch into the more significant and exciting point. But first, let me start by saying that I do have bipolar depressive disorder and, you know, ADHD, if that's not clear enough in the videos. I actually think I hold myself together pretty well in the videos, but I do have ADHD and bipolar depressive disorders, which means that I often my mental state often bounces around, to be quite frank. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want people to understand what happens when I take a break or when I suddenly shift gears. It's not just me making a decision, it's my brain sort of leading me a certain way and me sort of drilling full force into it, one might say. So yeah, my mind can be a little unstable. I get easily distracted, and I find it hard to stay too attracted to one thing. I mean, I have the complete opposite of a one-track mind. I have an infinite track mind, you might say. For example, so like I said before, I took a break for like basically the last month to maybe 2 months. Basically the beginning of January to the end of February, though I had videos scheduled up until the end of January, so it didn't seem like it only seemed like I was gone for a month versus 2 months, but really I wasn't recording since the beginning of January, to be honest with you. I don't want to leave that out. But the reason that happened was because I got hit with a wave of well, depression from my bipolar side of things, and how that depression ended up coming, it's not always random, right? There's indicative factors, we might say. And one of those was that I was really beating myself up for focusing so much on YouTube and letting my writing career slide, basically. I have a separate career as a writer, a published writer, and for a long time because of YouTube, I wasn't writing. So for the past 2 months, I've been writing. You know, I don't just stop working. I don't just get lazy. I think the ADHD combined with the bipolar depression just allows me to shift gears almost too suddenly and forget things and forget to really stick to my responsibilities. So the last break was not me just falling into despair and doing nothing. It was me beating myself up for focusing too hard on YouTube, which is actually my dream, but writing is also my dream as well. Teaching is also my dream too. I have so many dreams. And I think that's really the source of why is that happening? Whenever I move, the light is shifting on my face. I'm just looking at OBS right now. Why is it doing that? It has no reason to do that. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, this is an uncut video. I had no idea what I was saying, but basically I was beating myself up because I wasn't writing. I have a lot of dreams, and I honestly shift between them a lot. And that does and will continue to affect YouTube, unfortunately. But this leads me to my next point, which is probably the most exciting part of the video. I will be launching my second channel basically when this comes out. This second channel technically already existed, Pterodact 2, which will be linked in the description below. And by the way, if you're watching this, if you're new watching this for whatever reason, I appreciate you, and you should consider liking and subbing because it does support me a great deal. But Pterodact 2 had already existed, and I had posted VODs on there from streams, but I got kind of listless with that, got kind of lazy, so I stopped, and I'm just going to use that channel now to upload, believe it or not, more commentary videos. So recently I published a video about me sort of reacting to police body cam footage from a drunk driver, and it ended up doing rather well, and I enjoy making content like that, and I'd love to keep making content like that where I can comment on things, either react or go over conspiracies, or, you know, true crime, or, I don't know, just commentate over real life things. I'd love to make content like that. However, when I posted this video, it kind of upset me a little bit because I don't know, maybe I'm making a bigger deal out of it than is necessary, but it really just doesn't mesh with the fundamental category that my channel falls under, which is gaming. So I am gonna be putting I'm not gonna be putting aside gaming. I'm gonna be using the second channel to support my hobby of going over sort of reacting to real life things and going over and commentating on real life things, and keeping this channel just for gaming. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna slack on the gaming channel at all. I just think I'm gonna have the second channel to release different things and just have fun with it. Unfortunately, that means I have to get to another 1,000 subs to be monetized on the second channel, so please follow the link below to sub to that to get me at least decently close to that, but it's going to be a whole new journey. My light just flickered. It's going to be a whole new journey getting to 1,000 subs, and I think 4,000 watch hours is going to be pretty insane, but I intend just to have fun with it and hopefully not work myself too hard with it. But the reason I started off with the mental health sort of statements is because I'm being led there again by my psychology. I'm getting distracted and I'm finding a new hobby, and I'm going to go full force into it. And before I do that, I need to take the necessary precautions. I'm going to make a separate channel before I dive into it. I don't know how long this phase is going to last. I go through phases. Phases where I want to record, phases where I want to write, phases where I don't want to record but still want to play games, phases where I don't want to do anything, phases where I want to go antiquing and thrifting and post those journeys on TikTok and whatnot. So many different phases, we might call them. And I don't know how long this phase is going to last, but I also know that even if it doesn't last too long, I know it's always going to come back. And to prepare for that, I just need to use this second channel. So, biggest announcement of today, second channel, it's launching, it's up right now. Go subscribe and watch the new video that will be coming out tomorrow. I had fun making it. It's nothing super serious, it's just a movie review. It's a fun movie review, and I hope you guys enjoy it if you do watch it. Now, that being said, that leads me to my second, more serious sort of life altering change that's happening relatively soon, within the next several months. So I did recently quit my main job, and I was offered a position in New York City to be a teacher. So I will be moving to NYC here soon. Living in NYC has always been a little pipe dream of mine, so I will be permitting myself to really follow that dream and just see what it's like to live in New York City. I don't know if I'll like it. I'm going to be real with you right now. Even though it's a dream, doesn't mean I'm going to like it. So I'm going to try it out and see what happens. But still, I will be moving to New York City to pursue that teaching position because I love teaching. I love not only entertaining people and garnering that type of attention, but I also like and enjoy being able to enlighten people and just allow them to live better lives, offer them a chance to look up to a good role model, things like that. I think those are important things for adolescents to have. I never really had that, so I think I've really just donned that uniform of being the person that I never really had in my life, or the teacher I never had in my life, things like that. So that being said, this is a completely uncut video. I don't think there's much else for me to say other than, again, go subscribe to the second channel. I would absolutely appreciate it. Like the video too, if you want to. I can't really do anything if you don't, I should say. But I wanted to, again, use this birthday video as a way to launch into some life-altering things and also channel-altering things, and just ways I want to have the channel grow and the second channel grow in the next year during my 23rd birthday. I think these are good milestones to set aside, and I want you guys to hold me accountable. In the next year, I would like to get the second channel to 1,000 subs, which would be a faster timeline than I got this main channel to 1,000 subs. I got this main channel to 1,000 subs after like 2 years, so I'm giving myself 1 year to get the second channel up to 1,000 subs, which I hope isn't terribly impossible. That being said, that is all I have for you for today. It is my birthday, so if you guys say happy birthday in the comments, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And if your birthday is today too, also let me know. I'd be curious. But thank you for watching. I absolutely appreciate it. And until next time, Pterodactyl out.